Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody who's watching us across the globe right now through Facebook Live platform. As you all know, if you're following our Facebook page regularly, we have started a trend of bringing our prominent business partners on our Facebook Live platform to interact with the students, with the parents, and give a valuable information about students during the tough time of this pandemic. And because of inflow and outflow of so much of information, students are a little confused, parents are a little confused. So such sessions, the objective of such sessions is to help out the students with the right information. So not taking much time, I am really honored and happy to welcome a very prominent partner of Pyramid E-Services, a name that needs no introduction. Fanshawe College is joining us live today, and I've been joined by Mr. Paramveer, who represents the college. Paramveer ji, hi, good morning, how are you?
Good morning to all of you. Yes, my name is Paramveer Chakravarti, and I am working with the Fanshawe College India office. I'm doing great. How are you doing, Deep?
I'm also doing great, sir. Thank you for asking. Sir, though Fanshawe College needs no introduction, like I said, but we must be being watched by some of the students or the parents who are listening to us for the first time. So it would be great if you can give us a brief history of the college, certain USPs that the students should be aware of, and also the location where the college is located in Canada.
Yeah, absolutely. So Fanshawe College is one of the public funded institutions of Canada, as I think a lot of you know. So it is one of the government funded institutions. And we opened, or the college established in the year 1967, which is more than 50 years ago. We are already in our 53rd year. And I think all of you are aware that Canada is a very new country. It is just over 150 years old, and Fanshawe, as you can see, is already in its 53rd year. So it has got its own name, fame in the country itself. So if you're a Fanshawe graduate, and when you talk to employers, people know about Fanshawe, employers know about what Fanshawe College is, because it has been in the country or established in the country for so many years now. Our main campus is in the city of London, and I'll talk to you about London as well. And we are a huge college. We have around 21,000 full-time students studying at any given point of time. And we have more than 7,500 international students from 104 different countries studying in the college. So very diverse altogether. So that's, in just what the college is. We are based out of the city of London. In the city of London, we have 4 campuses. Our main campus is in the Oxford Street of the city of London, which is a 110-acre long campus. But apart from the main campus, we have 3 more campuses where we are delivering some of our other programs. Like, for example, all our transportation technology related programs are being delivered in the Center for Applied Transportation Technologies. There is a campus in the downtown area of London where we are delivering our programs related to IT, tourism, hospitality, culinary, and performing arts as well. We have also got a campus next to the airport, which we call the Fanshawe Aviation Center. This is where we are delivering all our aviation and aircraft maintenance related programs, because it's a very practical campus where students get the opportunity to work live with flights and different kinds of instruments that are required to know more about the things altogether. And finally, we have recently introduced a new campus which was introduced last September. This is called the London South Campus, where we are delivering our 2 years postgraduate diploma programs. So we have got 3 postgraduate diploma programs called Business Management, Business and Information Systems Architecture, Healthcare Administration Management. And there are a couple of 1-year PG programs which are also being delivered in the London South Campus as well. Not only that, we have got 3 regional campuses in 3 different cities in and around London. So we have a campus in the city of Simcoe, Norfolk, or we have a campus in St. Thomas, Elgin, and then there is a campus in Woodstock and Oxford as well. So these are our 3 regional campuses. They are somewhere, between 45 minutes to 1.5 hours distance away from London. So we have some of our prominent programs which are also being run in these campuses as well. One thing, if you are a student or if you're going to any of our regional campuses, you will have to stay in those campuses, in and around those campuses, and take up those programs. You cannot stay in London and go and take up programs in those campuses as well. Now, coming to the city, as Amandeep was asking, yes, London is the city where we are based. So London is actually a very strategically placed city because it is number one in the province of Ontario. It is exactly 2 hours from the city of Toronto, 2 hours from Niagara Falls on one side, and on the other side, we're just 2 hours from the city of Detroit. 22% of the population of London is immigrant population, and there are 140 different languages that are being spoken in that particular city. Just to mention, the population of London is approximately 500,000 in the metropolitan area. So it is not a small city, it is quite a big city. And London is one of the fastest growing cities of Canada. In fact, it is the second largest city, fastest growing city of Canada. It is also known as the forest city of Canada, where there are 4+ million trees with 330+ kilometers of walking and biking trails as well. And there are 470+ parks in the city of London as well. Cost of living wise, if I talk about, an average rent of a 2-bedroom apartment is around $1087 per month. London is well connected city. We have got an international airport in the city of London. There's a train station, and bus services are also available, which connects the city of London to all the other major cities of Canada as well. London is also the hub to major Canadian and international companies like Labatt, which is a beer manufacturing company, Canada Life, 3M, which is also a chemical company, General Dynamics, Cami, Toyota, and technology-based companies like StarTech.com have set up their base in the city of London. And not only that, there are 14,579 plus companies in the areas of food, digital creative, health, manufacturing, and professional services in the city of London as well. So, and not only education and jobs, there are a lot of entertainment related stuff which are also happening, especially for students, because they don't want to study, they want things as well. So there are a lot of those kinds of things that are also happening in London. There are 15+ festivals throughout the year, such as the Sunfest, which is Canada's second largest outdoor festival. There are a lot of sports things, like we have got the best semi-professional sports teams in Canada. London Knights hockey team is there. London Lightning basketball team is there. So a lot of things, quite a variety and a good mix altogether. So that's the city where we are based. And the best part is it's just 2 hours from the city of Toronto in the province of Ontario.
Right. Thank you so much, Paramji, to share about the location and the college with all our viewers. I'm pretty sure that the viewers must have got a better idea about the region where the college is located, and also, like you spoke about the history that Canada being 150+ year old country and having a college which is 50+year-old speaks volumes about the credibility of the college as well. So my second question revolves around the few pointers that you have discussed. So, from the standpoint of the kind of companies that are placed near in the region, and also the kind of programs that are available at Fanshawe College. So could you brief more about the programs that are available for the students, and also what kind of job opportunities these programs create for the students?
Absolutely, Amandeep. I will give you an overview about the different kinds of programs that we have. So first of all, I'd like to tell you, Fanshawe being a huge college, we offer more than 200+ programs to international students across the world. And we have got both, undergrad as well as postgrad programs. In terms of undergrad programs, we have got 1-year certificate programs, 2-year diploma programs, 3 years advanced diploma programs, and 4 years undergrad bachelor's degree programs as well. And on the other hand, if I talk about PG, we have got 30+ postgraduate diploma programs. So there are around 1-year PG programs, most of them, and we have recently introduced 2 years postgraduate diploma programs as well. Now, if I talk about the areas where these programs are, so you name it, we have a program. So whether it's technology or management, business and management, or hospitality or human services, or if you talk about general programs, very general programs, we do have options in all those areas. So quickly, in undergrad we have programs related to general arts and science, business and management, technology programs, engineering programs related to electronics, electrical, manufacturing sciences, transportation, hospitality, and human services foundation as well. PG, if I talk about, we have 10 plus programs in business and management, around 5 programs in hospitality. These are all PG programs that I'm talking about. Some programs related to technology. So somebody who has done his or her mechanical engineering now wants to go for a aircraft maintenance engineering at a PG level, or a practical elements of mechanical engineering at a PG level. We have programs for them. We have programs related to IT, around 6 to 7 different programs related to IT who are looking for PG programs, and some other very specific programs, like people who have done their bachelor's degree in psychology now wants to do a PG program, bachelor's degree in nursing now wants to go for a PG program. So we have specific programs for these kinds of students as well, and they can explore those options as well.
That's great. That's great. So, can you let us know? Can you let the viewers know, like, which programs, if any, have co-op options as well for the students?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, most of our programs, I would not say all of them, but most of our programs, whether it's undergrad or postgrad, they have generally got a co-op included in the program. Like in business and management section, if I talk about postgraduate programs, like I would say around 40% of our programs have got co-op included in the program. IT programs, yes, most of them have got co-op. And not only postgraduate, most of our undergrad programs, whether you go for a 2 years diploma or a 3 years advanced diploma, will have a co-op option available. And you have the option as a student, you can choose for some of the programs, whether you want to take a co-op program or a non-co-op program. That option is also available for some set of programs as well, for sure.
That's great. That's great. And how about the job opportunities for international students, like we were talking about? So how is Fanshawe College supporting the students in that?
Absolutely. I would like to tell you, but before I get more into the job opportunities, I'd like to mention one point. The employment rate of Fanshawe College is 90.3%, and
Wow.
which I'm sure answers most of your questions. And this 90.3% is considered to be best among all the public funded colleges in Ontario. So
Wow.
unlike India or some of the countries in this part of the world where it is very common to have campus placements, in the West
Yeah.
you do not see campus placement, but our college has got a dedicated career services department which works day in and day out to help students like you who are already studying in Fanshawe, helping them getting placed, helping them find you know what is that called, like co-op programs, helping them find internships related to their occupation. So very important for students, once you enroll with the program, you should join the career services department. They do a lot of things, like from time to time they are running job search workshops. They try to connect you to employers related to your occupation so that you can meet them. And the best part is 2 times a year we are also arranging job fairs where there will be employers coming to our campus. You get the opportunity to meet the employers and you can start interacting with them. That's also there for sure.
Right, sir, right. So, when we talk about the programs and the job prospects, there is another element which is very important, and I'm sure the viewers would like to know that is uh, the most valuable element actually. That's the admissibility criteria. So,
Mhm.
could you share in brief with us? I know that every program has a different element to it. But if I want to study at Fanshawe College, what would be my academic background, my academic percentage, and also, my language proficiency? Because these days, because of pandemic, though the embassy is accepting IELTS only, or I would say PTE, but as a college, are there any other language tests that are accepted by Fanshawe College? And also, is there any conditional offer support given by Fanshawe College based academics or IELTS? So could you share a bit on that with us?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I know this is very, very important, to know about the admission background and the eligibility criteria of different programs. I'll give you an overview. And again, Pyramid being our direct partners, our counselors at Pyramid are very much experienced. So if you want specific information about your program, please feel free to interact with the counselors and they can give you more information on this. But I'll give you an overall idea about the eligibility criteria for all the programs. Now, first, let me talk about our undergrad programs. The general requirements to get into any of our undergrad programs, whether it is a 1-year certificate or a 2 years diploma or a 3 years advanced diploma, would be 50% in your core subjects. Again, very, very important. You need to have a relevant academic background, and I'll come to that. And we need academic IELTS of overall 6 and no band less than 6. But recently, for January intake students, only for January intake, we have also started accepting overall 6. And if you have a band score in one band 5.5, we are also going to accept it. So this is a new update, but this is only applicable for undergrad programs. Just keep that in mind. Now, by relevant background, what I'm trying to tell you is, if you plan to apply for any of our engineering or technology based programs, you need to have a science background. So you need to have 50% in physics, chemistry, mathematics, and the required IELTS score that I've already mentioned. So, but if you're into arts background or commerce background, if you want to apply for hospitality programs or if you want to apply for business programs, you are most welcome to apply for those programs altogether. Now, coming to the technology programs, like whether you want to apply for IT programs or electronics or electrical or maybe manufacturing and transportation, because these are technology programs, as I've already told you, we'll need 50% in your core subjects, and we need separately 50% in your mathematics as well. And then only you'll be eligible to apply for our technology programs. There is just one set of programs, which is our construction related programs. We have 2-3 programs in this area: construction engineering technology, civil engineering technology, and architectural engineering technology. These programs wants you to have 50% in your core subject and 60% in mathematics separately. And yes, we do have some health related programs. So for health related programs, if you're planning to apply for health related programs, it's the other way around. We want you to have biology as a subject, and 60% in your biology is mandatory, apart from 50% in core subjects, 60% in biology is mandatory. That's what the requirement is. We are also accepting Duolingo scores temporarily for the time being. So if you're planning to apply for any of our undergrad diploma programs, we need a Duolingo score of 105 minimum. Now, coming to the 4 years degree programs, the requirement changes in the 4 years degree programs. Generally, if you plan to apply for any of our 4 years undergrad degree programs, we would need 65% in your grade 12. And if you plan to apply for any of our BCom programs specializing in management or digital marketing, we will separately need mathematics as a subject, and it should be 65%. And the IELTS requirements are also a bit high. We'd need overall 6.5 and no band less than 6. This is just the generic requirement for undergrad, 4 years undergrad programs. Now, moving on to our postgraduate programs. In the postgraduate area, we have the general requirements would be 50% in your graduation. Again, relevant background is very, very important. If you plan to apply for any of our business and management programs, we would need 60% instead of 50%. And academic IELTS would be overall 6.5 and no band less than 6. We are also accepting Duolingo scores for our PG programs as well. So we need a Duolingo score of 125. If I talk about PTE, again, for the time being, we are also accepting PTE. And if you have a PTE score, we will accept that. For it should be, at least 59. That is the score that you're looking for PTE when you apply for any of our programs. So what happens is, as soon as you apply for a program, we receive your documents. The evaluation team will evaluate all your documents, and if everything goes fine, we'll issue you the offer letter. Once you get the offer letter, you'll get 21 days to make the fee payment. And once you do the fee payment, your seat gets reserved, and then you can start with the process of applying for your visa. That's how it works. Now, coming to conditional part, yes, we do not offer conditional offer letters based on your IELTS score. So IELTS score or the language score is mandatory. But if you're in your final semester of your graduation, and if you have not received your final semester mark sheet, or if you have not received your provisional certificate, or you are just in your grade 12, you know you have completed it, but your final mark sheet is yet to come, or the pass certificate is yet to come, we can give you a conditional offer letter based on that. So that will be possible, and we do that as well. As I was telling you, for undergrad students, the good news is that if you have booked your IELTS, and you have to just show us the booking date, that okay, you have officially booked the IELTS date, and then you can, if you're eligible for the program, you can apply for the program. We'll consider your booking date, and based on that, we can also give you a conditional offer letter. So you get the conditional offer letter, and then once you show us your final IELTS score, and once it is uploaded in our application portal, we can later on issue you the unconditional offer letter. We are also doing that for our undergrad students as well.
That's really great. So just to verify it, Paramji, so this would be for January intake, and when we say conditional offer, so number one, I would say breaking news is that is you would be accepting one module 5.5 for UG programs in January, right?
Absolutely.
And
Yes,
number
that's
two
right.
is that is IELTS registration will also help a student to apply for conditional offer letter, but that would be for UG, PG, or only for UG?
That is only for UG. So
Okay.
5.5 that I'm talking about, and the conditional offer letter based on the registration of IELTS date is only applicable to UG programs. There is
Okay.
no change in the PG programs. It remains the same.
Okay. So when we talk about academics last semester support for conditional offer, that would also be for UG only, or that is
That is
applicable
for
to
both.
PG? That is
Both.
for. All right. All
Both
right.
UG and PG.
Perfect. I hope the viewers who are watching us got a clarity on that, that you know what support is for there for UG programs and what is there for PG, and this is there for January intake. So you can apply for January intake as the programs are open, and you can get into your desirable program option. So very quickly, Paramji, if you can also share a brief about the fee structure. I know the programs have different fee structure, but if you can give a average fee structure for UG and PG programs, that would be great.
Yeah, thank you. I'll do that. The approximate fee structure for most of our programs is somewhere between $16,000 to $18,000 per year. So depending on the program that you're applying for, that's the average fee, which will be around 8.5 to 10 lakh rupees in Indian currency. And these fees also include your health and dental insurance, the bus pass within the city of London. So that is also included. So once you are a student of the college, once you are there in London, you can just use your Fanshawe ID card while traveling or using the local transportation, and that will be free of cost because that is included in the fees. The Fanshawe Cares arrival services are also included. The computer lab access and things like that are also included. The student service fee are also included, and the introduction to the new wellness center and the athletic centers. Those kinds of fees are also included in this entire fees altogether. So approximately $16,000 to $18,000 per year. So if you are going for a 2-year program, it'll be multiplied by 2. 3 years, it'll be multiplied by 3, and likewise.
Perfect. Right. So thank you so much for updating us about that. And I just hope the viewers who are watching us have got an idea about Fanshawe College. What kind of programs, the admissibility criteria, fee structure, and also the the support in terms of conditional offer letter. That understanding that because of the pandemic, the changes that Fanshawe College is supporting the students is helpful for the viewers. Still, if any of the viewers who are watching us have any question about the college, wants to understand which program is beneficial for them for education at Fanshawe College, they can contact us on the number shared that below, and call us. Our experts will talk to you, and if in case you want to visit, you can visit us in your nearby, at a nearby office in your hometown, and we are making sure that all the social distancing norms, all the policies that are set by central and state government are followed out, and offices are sanitized. Only request is you should wear a mask while you are traveling, and you are most welcome. I'm so sorry. So moving ahead, Paramji, it would be great if you can just give us a gist of, this is something which the viewers would really like to know. I know the January intake is, still in the phase of planning depending upon the COVID-19, but the ones who are in September intake, right, who have got the AIP or who have not got the AIP, so how is college, supporting them in terms of deferrals and refund policies? So can you help us to know a bit about that as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, the college understands, the situation what students are going through because of this whole pandemic thing, that the whole world is experiencing over the last, I would say, 6 months or 7 months altogether. And yes, September intake is about to start. We are starting our September intake on the 21st of September. So that's when the intake is going to start. But yes, we for the September intake, we have offered, both like different kinds of programs to our students. So there was a set of programs which we called it blended or hybrid programs, which means the student needs to be there in Canada before the intake starts to start with the program. That was very, very important because these are very practical based programs. So where there will be some part of the program for which the student needs to be in college, especially the practical part, and the rest would be delivered online. That's why these programs are called blended. But students who are in a blended program cannot take up the program when they are here in India. So they'll have to be there in Canada. And the other programs that we have also started for our September intake are called online programs. So at least for the first semester, for the timing, we are starting those programs online. And if you have received your AIP, which is the first stage approval, and I'm sure all of you know about it, you can start your program online from your home country.
Right.
Now, students who have received their AIPs, yes, they are contacting us directly, or the partners with whom they have applied. The partners are also contacting us directly. We are checking their AIPs, and we are, like making sure if their student is interested to go for the online program, we are making sure that they can start the online program from here. So it's simple. They will have to just update us that they have received their AIPs. The AIPs goes into our application portal and has to be uploaded. If it's uploaded and if everything is fine, the student can start their programs online. That's there. That's number one. Number two, yes, we know there are a lot of students who, especially who are into blended programs, because they have not received their visa before 18th of March. They cannot go to Canada, and because they are in blended programs, they have requested for a deferral because they cannot.
Right.
There is no other way, but they cannot start their program in September intake, so they have requested for a deferral. So the deferral process is very simple. You will have to, you or your counselor have to send an email to us saying that we want to defer our application to the next available intake. We check your details, and then if seats are available, we defer your application to the next available intake. And we have received quite a good amount of deferral for students who cannot start the program because there's no other way out to start the program in September, and we have deferred them successfully for the January intake altogether. Now, as far as the January intake is concerned, there is no clarity as of now how the programs will be delivered because there is no update we have received from the college as of now. College is still working on the September intake, and hopefully we'll get an update sometime next month, either first or by second week of October. But what I am hoping, based on my personal experience, I feel that yes, there will still be some programs because Canada is very strict. They have revived a lot. They've come out of this, COVID-19 situation, though there are still some numbers which are there, but, they're doing quite well. So they want to maintain that. They want to maintain those strict social distancing norms. So they will not want everybody to come to the college because the same thing they're doing for September. Yes, there will still be some programs which will be delivered online for January, and some programs will be delivered in blended way for sure. That's what I feel. But there is no update as of now, official update. The moment we receive an update about the January intakes and how the programs will be delivered, we will be sharing the same information to all our partners so that, all our students can get, like up-to-date information on how the programs will be delivered for sure.
Perfect, perfect. Right, sir. Thank you so much for providing us an update on that as well. And I hope the students who are there for September intake, get a bit of more clarity on things. But still, if in case you have any question, the ones who are studying, or planning to go ahead with September, got the AIP or not got the AIP, you can contact us, and our experts will surely help you out with further information.
Absolutely.
So, one last question, Paramji. I know you have a busy schedule. You have been very kind to give us your time and have this interaction for our viewers. But one last question would be: students are in a dilemma. The ones who got the visas before 18th of March, they want to travel. They should travel, or should they not travel? So based on your experience over the time, in the industry. So what would you advise the viewers? What do you suggest? They should keep in their mind while thinking about their education at Fanshawe College, education in Canada.
Look, students, my suggestion would be, because I have attended a couple of these IRCC seminars, and we have asked these questions, especially students who are in online programs and who are starting their online programs from September, should they travel or not? But the answer that we have received from IRCC is they've straightway said that it is not suggested to travel if you're in an online program, because it will be considered as a non-essential travel, and there are chances that either in one of the Indian airports or in a Canadian airport, they may be asked questions that why have you traveled to Canada when your program is online? So if you're in an online program, it is not suggested that you travel. But if you're in a blended program, and it is very important that you have to travel to Canada, and Fanshawe College has given travel support letters to all the students, whether you are in an online program or in a blended program. But even if you've got your support letters and everything is in place, I would not suggest that you should travel to Canada. You can start your program online, because coming to the quality, a lot of students are thinking that, okay, if I take the program online, whether I'll be able to do it properly or not. It's not like that. I have myself taken, but this was long ago, like 6-7 months ago. I personally taken one of the online programs. It was a blended program with one of the public funded colleges in Canada. So it was a 6 months program. 3 months I had to do the program from my home country, and the next 3 months I had to go to Canada and complete the program. But those 3 months I did it from India was excellent. I never had a feeling that I'm taking the program online. It was so much, personalized. I had to submit my regular assignments. If I had any doubts, I think 2 times a week, I had sessions where I can clear all my doubts based on all the, classes that I was attending. So I used to note down all my questions, and they were replied to me in a timely and properly manner. So Canadians, they are very experienced. Fanshawe College professors are very experienced. So they know about all these international students and their mindset and the kind of questions these students may have. So whether you're taking them online or in person, it will not make too much of a difference. So do not be in a rush. You need to be there in Canada before the program starts. You can start the program from your home country. And the biggest plus point is, even if you're starting the program in your home country, and like after a month or after 1.5 months, if you see that the flights are opening up and things are getting easier, you can fly at any point of time. You can just book a flight on a weekend and then fly to Canada and continue with your online class, which is the best part. So right now, my suggestion is, if you're in an online program, you should not travel. Should start the program from your home country, and then gradually looking at the situation, you can take the next steps accordingly. Because IRCC is also very much clear. Even if you do the program online, 50% of it, your postgraduate work permit will not be affected at all. So which is the best part.
Right, sir. Right. Thank you so much for giving your inputs on this, and I hope the viewers, the students, and the parents who are watching us are able to understand that Mr. Param, being an experienced veteran from the industry, is giving you guidelines and guidance on these aspects, and his advice is really valuable on these things. So please keep that in mind. And apart from that, Paramji, I believe the questions that the students had in their mind, I have asked few of them, and like I said, thank you so much for joining us for this live and taking the time out of your busy schedule. And I hope the viewers who are watching us are able to understand more about Fanshawe College and how the college is supporting the students in this tough time. And in case any of the viewers, like I said, you want to know more about the college, Pyramid E-Services is a direct partner with the college. You can visit our offices. We are following all the norms set by the central and state government for under the Act of Coronavirus. We are taking care of, sanitization, cleanliness, and ensuring that there is not too much of crowd in the office. And if you want to, have a call, you can contact us on the number that is shared below. So on that note, thank you once again, Paramji. Thank you so much for joining us for this session.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot to Amandeep again, for having me in this session. And I hope that I was able to answer all your questions. And in near future, if you have any queries or concerns, we are available everywhere. So yes, Pyramid is our direct partners, and we are available in all social media platforms. So you can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on YouTube. We are on Instagram and LinkedIn as well. You can visit our website. My details, you'll find it right there. If you want to ask something personally or directly to me, I'm always there to help you all together, right? So please stay safe, everyone. And I hope to see you all at FanShow very soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Take care. You
All
also
right.
stay. Take care.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right.
Pyramid, Visa for a better life.